Hello, I'm RM Francis, and this is a reading from my book, Ameles Currents of Unmindfulness, out with Poe Girl Publishing. This short piece is called That's Enough. With your massive car and your tiny wife and chickpea mousse that keeps you so hummused, and Will Self novels you pretend you've read at brunches with the other dads who hate you too, and you're right, they do all think your beard's too thick for a man your age, and it's not okay to wear scarves indoors. You should be scared of us. You should be fucking scared of us, boy. You call it a man cave, but you've always been useless at man, and those tools and that dartboard and the whittling starter kit you got for Father's Day are all still vacuum packed in plastic, like the 4x4 discussion you tried to have with that bloke in the Cross Keys. It's a shed, mate, and you only use it to listen to your Arcade Fire CDs. You really wanted your youngest to like them too, but he's too busy with live action role play games like those shits from Stranger Things. And sometimes you rub sawdust and WD-40 into your jeans, don't you? When your tiny wife comes calling for her allowance, don't you? You should be scared of us. You should be so fucking scared of us, kid. Then there was the time you all went to the protest picnic. Your tiny wife made falafel from a recipe in the Huffington Post, and the Hassans giggled a bit. You made it all right though, didn't you? You know, when you laughed with Saeed about hipster appropriation, and you'd made cute signs for your 7-year-old, and even she saw the irony in your irony, but kept your head as you smiled with high eyebrows from the man from the Central News, asked for her opinion on American immigration policy. You should be fucking scared, fella. Then it's pack up the massive car and back to the massive bed, too wide to cuddle, and you tweet like you've made your life, and you stare at the ceiling and you read the testimonials to My Idea of Fun again and think about starting it, but it's late and it's Sunday and they've all been a bit much today. What with Sophie's cookies, that's Judd's wife, she's lovely, Judd, lucky fucker. Even his name's better, Judd. There's no room for you anymore, mate, not with all those syllables. You stare at the ceiling and you think about shaking one off. Your tiny wife is done in. You can hear her stupid fucking breathing, and you stare and you should be scared. When you ran away, when you thought about running away, you took the second car, the hybrid. The young wench from the Greens told you about climate change and you thought that'll make a decent selfie. And it's one way in to that weird dad sex fantasy you'd been having. You took the hybrid and drove as far as Birmingham and nursed a pint and a Scotch egg. The sun was out and you gulped back a cough and went home. And you should be scared, mate. You really should be scared. 2 weeks ago, the landlord told your wife to shut her legs, and they all laughed, and you thought folding your arms was enough. And you should be scared. 2 days ago, you crossed the road because the lads by the shops wore tracksuits and looked suave, and you should be scared. And today you're shaving off the beard and you're going to start doing push-ups, and you used to be a pretty good runner, so think about that. And then you watch an old Werner Herzog film. Then you buy some new shades, but your tiny wife has news for you, boy. In your massive car, in your massive garage, you sit for a few minutes longer than you need, and you breathe, and you look at the length of the side panels through the mirror and the tube it'd take to run from exhaust to window. And you really think. This time you really think. And I told you to be scared of us, didn't I?